Live. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse Daily Dose of AFA,
where we bring you hope and inspiration for growth and healing so you can start your day off the AFA way. And in case you have forgotten, this is the reason why.
That's right. AFA, you're absolutely fucking amazing, exactly as you are. Don't change a thing. Other than the fact that you don't think you're absolutely amazing. You should change that. But you're absolutely completely amazing. And Sherry, you're absolutely amazing. You're not feeling well this morning, and yet here you are. You get up out of bed, you make it happen.
I'm gonna tell you, Mark, it was a little rough this morning, but like here, when you're standing in the shower and all of a sudden you have to sit at the bottom of the tub and just get through it. So I'm just going through a little bit of a pain flare, but here's the thing is that I was going to actually not do the show this morning. That's how icky I felt.
I thought I was going to do so. I was so excited. I'm like, I'm going to own the show today. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh, I got so many. No, I was kidding. I was sad because you weren't going to be on the show. So
but can I tell you, here, this is the funny thing. So Mark and I hang up. I'm not even kidding you. This was like 15 minutes ago. And all of a sudden, I got this wave of, you can do this. You can do this. Don't you want to hear how absolutely fucking amazing you are?
Yeah.
So I was like, I certainly do. So here I
am. Oh.
Thanks, Nurse Mark.
You got it. Let me just go to the pre-sonos. Hey, go ahead. Talk to me, babe. I just changed a setting.
Oh, you changed a setting? Cool.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, now I'm on the big speakers. Good morning, Beth. So Sherry, you're not feeling that great, but you're staying in the game. You're doing it on magical Monday. Here we are.
Magical motivational Monday.
Magical motivational Monday. Now we're here because we want to get you high. We want to give you hope, inspiration, and growth and healing.
Absolutely. We certainly do. And tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's a holiday for all of us.
Oh my gosh. Tomorrow is absolutely a holiday. It's 420. Oh my gosh. So many things going on. We have such big plans. Oh, we're all over the place making special guest appearances. Oh, exciting. Really nice. So much
fun. Love. That's what it is. Sharing the love.
Yeah.
How cannabis has helped us, how it's helped other people. We're just going to share the love of this plant.
All right.
Misunderstood plant in the world.
I know. So you know what? We're going to start off with a little bit of daily love because we share in the love.
We share the love.
All right. Today's came from the Daily Word. Oh, I love the Daily Word.
Good.
And it's entitled Faith. Good morning, Jack. So this is entitled Faith. I'm going to just read it. Okay. I have faith the highest and best outcomes are unfolding in my life. Whenever I am faced with a tough situation or challenging circumstance, I take some quiet time to turn my awareness inward. In these sacred moments, I breathe gently, releasing my fears and worries. I acknowledge an inner knowing that goes beyond my physical senses as I affirm, I have faith the highest and best are unfolding. Through prayer, I'm able to move my attention from any problem I may be facing, going beyond the appearance of lack to the reality of abundance. I draw from the deep well of faith and open to alternative solutions and infinite possibilities. I move forward in confidence, blessed with faith that love, peace, health, and joy are manifesting in my life now.
There we go. Is it health, happiness, and cannabis?
That's it. Love, peace, health, and joy. Yeah. So it's about infinite possibilities, right? So faith is a belief in something unseen. So listen, you might feel like you're stuck in a particular place in life, whether it's in a relationship or it's in your job or some places we just get to a point where we feel stuck, like we can't do anything about it. This is just our lot in life. I mean, there are some religious traditions that would say, well, just that's your yoke to bear. You're just going to have to settle for that. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. So I have faith that the highest and best are unfolding. So, affirmations are huge for me, Sherry. So today I'm going to use that affirmation. And when I get into a challenging circumstance or a tough situation, which every day has some of those in it, it's just life, right?
It is.
I'm going to remember. Maybe I write it on my hand or I put it on a Post-it note. However I make it happen to cue me, I'm going to remember to affirm, to actually say this to myself. I have faith the highest and best are unfolding.
I have faith the highest and best are unfolding.
Yes.
That's excellent.
Isn't that a good mantra? It's a good one. Morning, Teresa, Anita, welcome, Melissa.
Rising shine. It is
Carrie Lee.
Time. Carrie Lee.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. My partner, Nurse Sherry's not feeling that well, but we're gonna drag her through. No, we're gonna carry her through.
Well, can I tell you? And the other reason too why I, obviously it's Motivational Monday, and we're going to talk about what that means.
Oh yeah.
But also too is the theme of what we're going to talk about today too is really, really important. Because it ties right along the lines of what you said about having faith, right? And considering spirituality is the root of cannabis care. So we're going to get into that,
Yeah. We are. We're going to get into it.
The plant's working in our bodies.
Yes.
So when you have those pain flares, you have those things out of the ordinary that creep in, get scared. I know for a lot of patients that have those invisible illnesses, the autoimmune conditions, and those pain flares, you can get into that fearful place. But if you go back to taking care of yourself, I know for a fact that if I am taking care of myself and using cannabis to the highest medicinal potential, I can get right out of it. It's just about rephrasing, pause.
Rephrasing. That's right. Putting that new neural circuit in play. Yeah. Absolutely. So here we are. Monday.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Motivational Monday.
So Mark.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for goodness gracious since November.
Yeah.
2020. And every Monday we decided to call it Motivational Monday.
Yeah.
Over the National Council State Boards of Nursing. This is why we do what we do.
The NC. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, hey, we got a new person here, Sherry. Katie, welcome.
Hi, Katie.
Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
And Sherry, sorry to break in. I just had to say hi to a new person.
Hey, I'm so glad because I can't see. I got a green dot again.
You got the green dot. See, I am your eyes, Sherry. I am your eyes.
Thank you. Okay. So anyways, we'll get back to nursing and why this is important to us and why we start off on Mondays. So I went to nursing school and I never learned about the endocannabinoid system at all.
I didn't either. And I'm a recent grad.
There you go. There you go.
I started in 2012. I never learned about the endocannabinoid system. Absolutely not.
Shortly after that, which is awesome, in 2018, so the National Council State Boards of Nursing put out the guidelines in the Journal of Nursing Regulations for medical cannabis. And they identified 6 essential areas of knowledge about cannabis for all nurses, nursing students, and advanced practice nurses. Mark, do you want to just fire through these real quick and then we'll get into the
one we're going to focus on?
Yeah.
All right. So the first one is the nurse shall have a working knowledge of the current state of legalization of medical and recreational cannabis use. And, we'll review each state. We need to remember that info is going to be constantly changing as we evolve with the plan.
Right. 2, the nurse shall have working knowledge of the jurisdiction's medical program. So the jurisdiction is the power to exercise authority over things in that specific territory. So every state, everyone has a different program and how it works. And that's changing. Massachusetts is changing every week.
Craziest thing. Yeah, it's an evolution, right? They were so new to this. Number 3, the nurse shall have an understanding of the endocannabinoid system, cannabinoid receptors, cannabinoids, and the interactions between them.
Yeah, we've been covering that,
There's a lot there. There's so much we don't know. And guess what? I don't think we'll ever know all of the intricacies in this amazing human body. And we're talking about the largest neurotransmitter system.
Yeah.
We're never going to know everything, but we just do the best we can. So here we are. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
So what's number 4?
Number 4, sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
The
sorry
nurse
about
shall have an understanding of cannabis pharmacology and the research associated with the medical use of cannabis. So Mark and I cover that. All of our different topics, we bring in cannabis.
Pharmacodynamics, pharmacokinetics, all of the fun stuff, the chemical reactions, and
All that
Sherry, I
nerdy
get so
stuff.
excited.
Me too. Me too.
And
And then
so number 5.
the nurse shall be able to identify the safety considerations for patients' use of cannabis.
Mhm.
And then the final one, which we're going to talk about right now, which is I think is the most important one of all, is the nurse shall approach the patient without judgment regarding patient's choice of treatment or preference in managing pain and or other distressing symptoms.
Right.
No judgment. The nurse shall not judge the patient. There is actually, honestly.
Yeah, that's just such a great a great line and so important, Sherry. But let's recognize that as human beings, we automatically judge. It's what we do. It's not like it's an ethical fault. It's not like something that we have super control over. We automatically, when we go into a situation, no matter what it is, social, anywhere we go, we automatically enter that space and we make a judgment about everything that is there. It's how we create reality, how we live in the world. So to say, that the nurse needs to approach the patient without judgment is a skill that we need to cultivate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we need to develop the ability to do that, right? So it's not that, don't just because you find yourself doing it, don't beat yourself up. You're just being a human being.
Here it is. Don't judge yourself for judging.
Yeah, really. Don't judge yourself for judging. We all do it. Everybody does it. It's the human nature. But
anyway, so
we're saying, let's focus on this and recognize when we're in that situation with a patient, when we are making a judgment call and saying, I don't think they ought to smoke this many times a day.
Yes, exactly. It's
Please.
I hear
you.
So here's a cool thing. So this is how I kind of broke it down, because it is definitely a skill. And it's something that once I was able to stop judging myself for how I used cannabis, guess what? The judgment stopped around me, because it's honestly, this plant is very intimate and we get to know it.
Yeah.
Our bodies get to know it.
I'll give you a perfect example. My wife, utilizes cannabis as a medicine and has for a long while. And I have seen when she does not have cannabis at the right dose for her, how she suffers, right? So when she has cannabis, she's happy and joyous and feeling good about life. And when she doesn't have that on board, she suffers with the anxiety and other things that she has used this as a medicine. I would judge her for her cannabis use. When we first got together. Yeah. Oh, me. I know. Mr. Non-judgmental, Mr. Everybody's love, peace, and happiness. No, bullshit. I would judge her.
But
why does she choose her route of administration is smoking?
Right.
And that's what works for her.
Right.
Which again, that's a judgment call, right? Because we're so cued to say smoking is bad. Smoking is bad. Right. It's a great route of administration for this particular medicine. Fabulous one. Sometimes the only one that works.
Firsthand, Mark, we've seen it firsthand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the thing is, it's just we do this. I had to say, this is her journey. This is her way of using her medicine. Who am I to say that is right or wrong?
Right.
But I made a judgment and I had to step outside of that again, right?
Yeah.
I had to step outside of it.
So here's a cool thing so for people who don't even know what judging is, sometimes it's to make a decision or form an opinion, right? So think about, like Mark even just said, our mind is a judging machine, whether it be good, bad, or neutral, right?
That's how it works.
And where does judgment stem from?
Oh, judgment stems from ego.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can't help it. That's it.
Cannot help it. It's how we're built.
We can't have an egoectomy, but what we can do, we can pull back and listen to spirit. So non-judgment stems from spirit. And this plant is filled with beautiful spirit.
Yes.
And so when with patients, we all know, especially a lot of the cannabis nurses that are working with patients, is because a lot of us are patients ourselves. And so we have truly understood that there is no room for ego or judgment when caring for patients. And Mark and I actually did a presentation last year about spirituality is the root of cannabis care.
Yes.
And how we might better serve our patients when we connect with their spirits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It is the root of cannabis care.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Katie, you're right. You're right. Daily meditation is definitely a way to calm the ego, right? There are tools that we use, and we're talking about cannabis specifically now. But Sherry, you and I are always proponents of all of the other methodologies that address the endocannabinoid system. And one of those happens to be meditation, and a most powerful way to do it. Meditation, calming down that ego, getting out of the way, becoming the observer, right? Cannabis facilitates that for sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
So namaste, Mark. I bow to the light in you, right? These are Sanskrit words, just like anandamine, right?
Yes.
Anandamine is a Sanskrit word for bliss. And the Sanskrit phrase has been around for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
And so when we work with patients, when we connect with the spirit, what is the most important thing? That they're heard, that we listen, that we make it about them. What's important to you and how do you want to live your life? Sick and suffering patients care about how you make them feel. And that's the most important thing. How are we making our patients feel when we're interacting with them?
Right. So here's the thing, this, when you talk about that, about how you make them feel, I'm reminded of the Maya Angelou quote. And I love this. It says, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here's another quick thing too. Let's talk about, I like these, the prophets. For the past 2,500 years or so, prophets and sages have counseled us to refrain from judging others.
Oh my God, it's in almost every religious tradition. Yeah. So what do we have for some examples?
I like this one. Dalai Lama.
God, I
love is the absence of judgment.
Yeah. Yeah. Mother Teresa said, if you judge people, you have no time to love them.
Carl Jung, like this is a good one. Thinking is difficult. That is why most people judge. Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. And Wayne Dyer, my man, Wayne, real magic in relationship means an absence of judgment of others.
And then my other favorite one too is Buddha. Really taught me how to be present, grounded, and mindful. Do not be the judge of people. Do not make assumptions about others. A person is destroyed by holding judgment about others.
Right. And you know what? At the end of the day, your judgment isn't really based on anything real anyway. It's just a conglomeration of the experiences that you have had, which you've misjudged to begin with, because you have no ability to know what's going on in anyone else's head. You don't know what their intentions are. You don't know what they have in their heart. You make a judgment about what you think it is that they are, and you apply it and say they are that. And so was a perfect quote. It's like, a person is destroyed by holding judgment about others, right? Yeah. Yeah. All of the 12-step programs all talk about forgiveness. Every one of them at the root uses forgiveness as a tool to actually transform your life, because a resentment is something that could kill you. If you're in addiction and you carry that resentment, it could literally cause you to continue to use. So all of these different, spiritual mentors and teachers over millennia, and all of the self-help programs are all about no judgment.
No judgment whatsoever.
Yeah.
We'll get into this a little bit more next week because I've got some really juicy notes. What do you think, Mark?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Absolutely. Yeah, there's so much we could talk about on this one, Sherry. And I know you're not feeling great today, so we're not going to go long time, like we can.
Right. I'm gonna, because I've got some really good stuff here, but I think we should it over to next week because it's really good.
Yeah. We're gonna move that. We're gonna move that into next week. Yep. So here we are. Hey, Melissa, you want to be a green nurse in Nevada? Oh my gosh, do we have a place for you?
We
Come
do.
on in. Yeah. So we just said, we're launching this. I'm sorry, Sherry. I keep jumping.
No, I want you to talk about it. I was
So excited.
Mastermind.
Yeah, so we're launching this mastermind group thing because we're huge believers. So I talk about this book from time to time. There was a book written in the 1930s by Napoleon Hill, who was a very, very big author in the entrepreneurial business space. And Napoleon Hill went out and he interviewed all of the most successful people in the world at the time. The Rockefellers, Andrew Carnegie, all of these people. And he wanted to discover what do they do differently than other people do. And one of the things that he determined after doing thousands of interviews is they all had a mastermind group. They all belonged to a group, a small group, where they had at their core people who made them feel like they could be better than what they are now. Not maybe better, but different, just more powerful, more in that space of anything's possible. You know what they say, Sherry? They say, if you feel like you're the smartest one in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Exactly.
Right. So it's like that. So we're kicking off a mastermind mentor group program where we'll meet twice a month. And so we're inviting people to join us on that. And we're going to have a lot more details on that this week. And I'm super excited because I've been a part of mastermind groups, in my entrepreneurial career. Literally for the last 25 years, I've belonged to different mentoring mastermind groups, and it has fundamentally changed my business life. And more than that, it's changed me as a person.
Yeah.
Like it's allowed me to grow in ways that I never would have ever conceived were possible. So we're kicking that off. That's super exciting.
Yeah, that is really, really exciting. That's, as practitioners, not only do we want to work with our patients, and teach them about cannabis, but also with practitioners and all practitioners, not just nurses or doctors, but all health and wellness coaches.
Right.
Come join us. Come learn about the
all in this together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melissa, we'll have details this week for sure. We're fleshing it out. We're getting it done. It is in the space. We're going to kick this thing off.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm just so excited, Sherry.
I know, me too. So as practitioners, this is how we'll wrap this up. We'll kind of bring it all together, tie it in a little bow.
And you can have a cup of tea and go back to bed because you need to rest up, lady.
I know. I got a big holiday tomorrow. I got to enjoy. So I'm
we got to be ready. This is going to be a big holiday. 420. Yeah.
20, absolutely. So as practitioners, we must consider how to nourish a patient's mind, body, and spirit when working with them. Mm-hmm. So, it's all of those different progressive tools that nourish the endocannabinoid system. But the most important thing that we do for our patients is we connect.
Right. Oh my gosh, I have so many great stories from nursing school. As a nursing student, you're given more time to be with the patients because you're not in the role of the nurse having to deal with, the multi load of the evening and doing the medication and all of that. So as a nursing student, you have more of a moment to spend with the patients. I can tell you some fascinating, amazing stories of connection. Just absolutely phenomenal. Oh,
yeah.
So what do we got tonight? Monday night.
So Monday night. So tonight, Nurse Denise, Carrie Lee, and Michelle are doing a webinar on Healy. It's an energy healing modality. It's a microcurrent device. And so check the events. It's right there. You guys can zoom right in and have
and then tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a big one. I'm hoping I can get to Vermont. We'll see. If not, remote. But we have the 420 potluck giveaway, potathon. So DJ Joe of Dub Tech Production in the Weeds Prohibition Talk Radio invited me to participate in his giveaway. And so we're giving away all kinds of cannabis. So we're going to be there.
Oh, yeah, cannabis products. Because, of course, we're not giving away cannabis because that's, federally illegal. And we would never do things like
No,
that.
but like durable medical equipment, a cannabis vacation,
Yeah.
bongs,
Yes.
wraps, t-shirts, bling, CBD, salves, lotions, tinctures. We already said. Nurse Mark's book, giving away like 10 books.
Boom.
Great. Mark's giving a book away. The Medicine Hunter's giving a book away. Tammy's.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. We got all kinds of books we're giving away. So it's gonna be.
This is gonna be fun. You gotta jump on.
Yeah, gotta jump on.
Sherry, where's that gonna be held?
It's actually going to be held. It's on In the Weeds Prohibition Talk Radio, right on that page. I'm going to actually put, when we get done, I'll put a link to the event right in the comment section for people.
In the chat. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Cool. And if you guys check back later on the page, you can see, you click at that event, you can actually go to the event and see all of the gifts that are being given away. So this is the part that's cool, is you don't have to do anything. You just have to go and and you get a number. And then we pull out numbers out of a hat and you win prizes. So
I love the numbers out of the hat thing.
Numbers out of the hat. I know.
Numbers, pull your number out of the hat. All right, guys and girls.
I did it.
Monday.
I got through it. I had faith.
Cannabis did
through this.
Oh, that's right. 8 p.m. tonight, right?
Yeah.
Daily sessions. Let's not forget that. Thanks, Denise.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Yep. I told.
Okay, we did. Yeah. So tonight, 8 p.m.
Yep, and go to the Green Nurse events.
Get your Healy on.
Get your Healy on, a webinar with Denise. Oh yeah, we got the girl.
Can't forget that.
Yeah.
So Sherry, it's Monday, April 19th, 2021. Only one we're gonna get.
That's it.
Today is a day for you just to honor your body and relax and rejuvenate and restore, because we got big things coming up.
Big things going on. Yeah.
Big things.
Really fun.
And it's just the day that you get to do that. And everybody else, do whatever the hell you want. It's your life. It's your day. You're absolutely amazing. There's no reason you can do anything you want.
Yes.
You really can. Absolutely. So on this Monday, April 19th, 2021, I am going to have an AFA day. I already am. And I hope you do too. And Sherry, what's it all about?
Oh, it's about living your best life and helping others do the same.
And you know what? Let's end with namaste.
Namaste.